Welcome to my chemistry channel, Short and Sweet in Chemistry BL Das. Now also I want to welcome 12th class organic chemistry. In 12th class chemistry board examination, the question that is distinction between two pair of organic compounds. Distinction between pair of organic compound, that is the very important question. Now we will see how it will be easy to write distinction between pair of organic compounds. When you will see here, some important reactions are required. That means the reaction where you will observe by your eye the color, the reaction, that is effervescence of gases or any precipitate. If we will observe this type of reaction, that is very helpful to distinguish between compounds, organic compounds. Let us see the chapter that is our haloalkane and haloarene. In haloalkane and haloarene, so many reactions are there, but here you will select some reaction where the color of precipitate you will know, where the reaction color, solution color or any effervescence takes place, then we can use this type of reaction here to know how to see the distinction between pair of organic compounds. Now let us see first point, haloalkane and haloarene. In haloalkane and haloarene, we will see some T points. What is T points here? You will see some reaction where you will find color of the precipitate, color of the solution, any effervescence. And here first point, haloalkane with aqueous KOH. Remember, aqueous, not alcoholic. You know this reaction in haloalkane chapter. Haloalkane being treated with aqueous KOH, it will give alcohol and KCl, because here K is there and here any halo, let us see chlorine, then here what happens, potassium chloride is the byproduct and alcohol is the main product. But here we will not see alcohol, you will see potassium chloride. Let if it is halogen, that halogen is, let it is chlorine. If it is chlorine, then the product byproduct is, what is that one? KCl. If KCl is the byproduct, you know in qualitative analysis in inorganic chemistry, qualitative analysis in inorganic chemistry, the chloride test. How can we do the chloride test? If you add silver nitrate solution in potassium chloride, this is you say aqua condition. If potassium chloride is treated with silver nitrate solution, we know before that it gives AgCl. AgCl is a curdy white precipitate and KNO3 remain in solution and AgCl gives curdy white precipitate. That means you can say your haloalkane is, that means it is haloalkane, not haloarene. Haloalkane which contains chlorine. And let us see if it is KBr, if the byproduct is KBr, that means haloalkane contains Br, then what happens? KBr is produced. KBr when treated with silver nitrate solution, it gives AgBr. We know in our qualitative analysis, AgBr, that color is light yellow precipitate. Similarly, if you say your haloalkane contains iodine, then what happens? The byproduct is Ki. What is that Ki? Potassium iodide. If potassium iodide, if treated with silver nitrate solution, it gives KNO3 as a main product, but Agi, that is yellow color precipitate. Now you see in haloalkane, if chlorine is present, the last one you will get curdy white precipitate. If it is KBr, that means haloalkane contains Br, then it gives light yellow precipitate. If it is containing iodine, then it gives Agi yellow precipitate. And everywhere you can write aqua because it is in the solution form. So what happened, this is the main reaction. We observe the color of the precipitate. Again see, if curdy white then it is haloalkane contain chlorine, and a light yellow haloalkane contain bromine. If light yellow precipitate, then you have haloalkane that contain iodine. But remember, haloarene means chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, iodobenzene. Like this they will not, but not haloarene. Haloarene never react with aqueous KOH. This reaction you know in your chapter haloalkane and haloarene. But here this reaction is very helpful to distinguish pair of organic compounds. Example see here, chloroethane. What is the formula of chloroethane? CH3, CH2, Cl, or you can say C2H5, Cl. And when you write in expanded form, that is CH3, CH2, Cl. And now you remember this is haloalkane, and you can say aliphatic halide. Now it is chlorobenzene, that means benzene ring with chlorine attached there. That means it is an haloarene which contains chlorine. It is haloalkane which contains chlorine. But according to our tip point, I told haloalkane only will react with aqueous KOH, but not haloarene. Let's see here, CH3, CH2, Cl, and now you treated with aqueous KOH, it gives ethyl alcohol because it is chloroethane. That is why it gives ethyl alcohol as main product. And what is the byproduct? KCl. When KCl treated with AgNO3 solution, what happens? It gives AgCl. What I told before, that it gives curdy white precipitate, but chlorobenzene does not give this taste. When the question comes, let us pair of organic compounds, that is chloroethane and chlorobenzene, how can you distinguish between these two compounds? Then you will write here this reaction and lastly prove that chloroethane, that is here, it gives the curdy white precipitate, whereas chlorobenzene does not give any curdy white precipitate. That is why we can distinguish between this chloroethane and chlorobenzene. Now you see the example, second example, where chloroethane and bromoethane both are haloalkane, but chloroethane which contains chlorine and bromoethane which contains bromine. This is only difference. Then how can you test it? Chloroethane aqueous KOH when react both, then it gives ethyl alcohol and potassium chloride. That means aqueous KOH when treated with ethyl chloride or chloroethane, it gives ethyl alcohol and potassium chloride. This potassium chloride reacted with, when react with silver nitrate, what it will give? Potassium nitrate and silver chloride. You know silver chloride, that is a curdy white precipitate. But bromoethane when reacted with aqueous KOH, it gives ethyl alcohol and potassium bromide. When this potassium bromide react with silver nitrate, it gives potassium nitrate and silver bromide. This silver bromide which color is light yellow precipitate. That means first one, chloroethane gives curdy white precipitate, whereas bromoethane gives light yellow colored precipitate. That means here you can distinguish between chloroethane and bromoethane by the color. The first one gives a curdy white and second one gives light yellow color precipitate. Comes to third example, chlorobenzene and Chlorocyclohexane. Remember this is an haloarene and this is haloalkane, because here it is cyclohexane, it is not a benzene ring, it is simply a cyclohexane where chlorine is attached. So name is chlorocyclohexane. So the chlorobenzene will not react with aqueous KOH, whereas chlorocyclohexane will react with aqueous KOH. So it gives potassium chloride and cyclohexanol. What is the name? Cyclohexanol. cyclohexanol, and this is potassium. Sorry, spelling CYCLO. Chlorocyclohexanol and potassium chloride. Now this potassium chloride, when reacted with that silver nitrate, it gives KNO3 and AgCl, which is cloudy white precipitate, whereas chlorobenzene will not react. So, but chlorobenzene does not give this test. Now again see, chlorobenzene is haloarene, whereas chlorocyclohexane, it is haloalkane. That is why I told haloalkane will react with aqueous KOH and gives that means alcohol and KCl. Now here it gives cyclohexanol, that is one alcohol, and potassium chloride. Potassium chloride, when react with silver nitrate, it gives KNO3 and AgCl. So you should write here, but chlorobenzene does not give this taste. Now we will see T.2. What is T.2 here? It is benzyl chloride. Benzyl chloride is an aliphatic. Now CH2Cl, if attached to benzene, the name is benzyl chloride. That is one type of haloalkane, aliphatic halide. That is why it will react with aqueous KOH and gives the silver nitrate test. Here again see T.2, benzyl chloride is an aliphatic halide, so it will react with aqueous KOH and silver nitrate and gives the cloudy white precipitate. Now T.3, isopropyl chloride. Isopropyl chloride, that will give Ideoform test. Which one will give Ideoform test? Isopropyl chloride. Very important. What is Ideoform test? Here you can see, first you will see the example, benzyl chloride and chlorobenzene. I told now benzyl chloride is one type of haloalkane. So it reacts with aqueous KOH and gives alcohol and KCl. What is type of alcohol? That is called benzyl alcohol. What is this one? Benzyl alcohol, which is an aliphatic alcohol. Now the KCl, again same process, when react with silver nitrate solution, it gives cloudy white precipitate, whereas here the question is chlorobenzene, whereas chlorobenzene does not give this type of test. So again see, how can you distinguish between benzyl chloride and chlorobenzene? Benzyl chloride, which gives benzyl alcohol and potassium chloride on treating with aqueous KOH, and this KCl, when react with silver nitrate solution, it gives cloudy white precipitate. So it is clear. I hope you like my video. Then please share and subscribe this one. If you subscribe, then more and more videos when I will produce, you can see this one easily. I hope you will subscribe. Now see, let us example 5. N-propyl chloride. N-propyl chloride, that means here simply CH3CH2CH2Cl, and isopropyl chloride, that is one a secondary one. So here you can say it is primary group, here it is secondary group. That means here CH3CH3, that means here the carbon is secondary one. So here what happens, the isopropyl chloride, when reacts with KOH, it gives CH3CHOH CH3. That means it is isopropyl alcohol, and this isopropyl alcohol, when react with iodine NaOH, it gives iodoform. What is the formula of iodoform? CHI3 iodoform, that is yellow precipitate. Now see here, isopropyl chloride gives yellow precipitate, but not this one. Which one? propyl chloride. Propyl chloride will not give this type of test because it is primary carbon atom attached to chlorine, and here it is attached the secondary carbon, so it gives your secondary alcohol, that is called isopropyl alcohol. And in alcohol chapter you will know isopropyl alcohol when react with iodine and NaOH, it gives CHI3, that is iodoform. And iodoform, what is the color? Yellow color. Here, but not N, but not propyl chloride. You can write N also, but not N propyl chloride. Here what happens here? Benzyl chloride gives the same taste codified precipitate, but not chlorobenzene. And second question, propyl chloride and isopropyl chloride. Propyl chloride where carbon is that attached to chlorine is primary, and isopropyl chloride when carbon is attached to chlorine, that is secondary. So when it reacts with KOH, it gives alcohol. Which alcohol? Secondary alcohol. What is the name? Isopropyl alcohol. This isopropyl alcohol when react with iodine and NaOH, it gives iodoform. What is the formula of iodoform? CHI3, iodoform. So the color is yellow precipitate. But propyl chloride, which is a primary one and simply gives primary alcohol never gives any iodoform test. So I hope, see here both containing chlorine, here also chlorine, here also chlorine. When you will treat with aqueous KOH, both will give potassium chloride. That is why you cannot distinguish by the help of potassium, aqueous potassium hydroxide. That is why here which test here taken? That iodoform test. By the help of iodoform test, both are distinguished. I hope you like this video, and please like, share and subscribe my channel Short and Sweet in Chemistry BL Das, so that I can prepare so many videos of 12th class organic chemistry, and hope it will helpful to you. Okay, thanks to all.